What is up, bros and broettes? You know who it is, your one and only Maximus Pump, aka Pump Skywalker. And here are 5 rotator cuff exercises that I use to prevent injuries and strengthen my shoulder muscles. The first exercise is the cable standing shoulder external rotation, a very basic exercise that I use daily, if not weekly. And you want to make sure the elbow and the handle on the lever is completely aligned. You're going to keep your elbows at a 90-degree angle, and you're going to rotate your elbows out as far as possible within whatever is comfortable for you. But you want to keep your arm and your elbows tucked to your sides as close as possible while doing it. Another exercise that I do is another standing shoulder cable external rotation, but you're bringing your arm straight up instead of from the side. So if you follow the line of path, you want to keep your elbows aligned, and you want to bring your elbow and arm straight up as far as you can, and you can bring it down to as low as the third angle. I usually like to keep it at a strict 90 degrees, but this one will really hit the rotator cuff muscles. You just gotta make sure you keep your elbow at a fixed position and don't make sure it doesn't fall down or go too high up. The third exercise is the cable standing shoulder internal rotation, and you're just bringing your arm and elbow inwards to your belly. So you're letting the elbow rotate out as far as possible and then bringing it close to your stomach with whatever you feel comfortable with. And the rotator cuff contains a group of 4 muscles and their tendons which surround the shoulder joint. This provides stability and mobility. This helps enable a wide range of arm movements such as lifting, rotating, and overhead movements. So you should be strengthening this over time if your goal is to keep your shoulder healthy and strong, because it's very easy to get injured in the gym when you're doing shoulder workouts. And if you're using a pad or towel, you put it underneath your arm to provide support, or as a cue to keep your elbows tucked in and locked in as close as possible to your side. This way it helps keep your arm and elbows tucked in, so that way you're not letting your whole arm move out. Your goal is to keep the elbows tucked in and let the elbow rotate out as far as possible. Might feel a little bit weird at first, but as soon as you get used to it, you can stop using the pad or the towel, but this will just help to cue you in to keep your elbows tucked in as much as possible. Now in terms of reps, I like to do a minimum 12 to 15, but I'll do as much as I can to really work on the rotator cuff. And yeah, if you don't have a cable machine, you can use dumbbells and weights and a resistance band. This one is a rear arm extension. What you're doing is you're just pulling on the band as far as possible and you're holding it for time. You want some sort of resistance to the band or some sort of tension. You don't want to be able to pull it too easily. You want some sort of fight back with it. I like to keep my rotator cuffs healthy and strong by just doing some overhead band pull-aparts, and you're basically just going back and forth from the front to the back. And I'll just add in holding for time, and I'll go back and forth and do reps. So back and front as many times as I can. Sometimes I'll hold it in the front, sometimes I'll hold it in the back. Just play around with it. Get your shoulders working, get them moving, keep them healthy, keep them strong. Because this is what the rotator cuff muscle does. It allows you to go overhead and move that shoulder back and forth. Over time, you can use a resistance band that offers a little bit more tension. This one's a very easy, a beginner style resistance band. And another exercise that I do is the shoulder external rotation with the rubber band. So it's basically the first exercise but using a rubber band. If you don't have cables, this is a great way to do it daily at home or if you're on the go. And I'll just show you a few angles of what it looks like. You basically want to keep your elbows tucked in all the time. A lot of people will move their arms out instead of keeping their elbows tucked in, which kind of eliminates the purpose. So always remember that the elbows need to be tucked in as much as possible. And your elbows are just basically rotating out. And so for frequency, I like to do these daily or 3 to 5 times a week, 3 to 4 total sets, 12 to 15 minimum, or until failure for reps. Pick 2 to 3 exercises and continue doing them consistently. Be patient with the progress because it's going to take some time. Good luck and have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.